Cool. So what we're gonna do, as we have our discussion, let's a minute and a pop.
Minute each.
All right,
Yeah.
a minute each. So we can do this by raising our hands. We'll point at you and then we'll let you roll. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Come on,
Let's come up on the sketch.
And I can't find a job that pays more than minimum wage or offers me more than 20 hours a week. My mom is sick, my sister's in college now and can't afford tuition, and my uncle just lost his house and his job. And the problem is that this is not an exceptional situation of mine. This is happening all across the country to all kinds of people. I've got a sick mother and barely any health insurance covering the bare minimum, but she needs more. We've lost the option of universal health care. We've lost so many health care options. We're losing that battle, and that's got to end. We have to step up. We've got to fix this issue. These corporations have too much power in our government, and that drowns out our voices. And the problem is that there's a huge difference in number. The way democracy works is that, the people have a voice. But the problem is that our voices, the 99%, our voices are being drowned out by the wealthy 1%. And that has to stop. And this is where we end it.
My name is Ralph. I'm 28. I just found out I'm going to be a father, which is the main reason why I'm here. I want something different for my child. But I know what's going on. A lot of you don't know what's going on in the economy. I'm a day trader. I've been in real estate. I'm a member of the community. I've given back. But today, it's not about us. It's a global revolution. And today, it continues in Miami. Libya, Egypt, New York, all over the country. Today, Miami starts here. And you know what? Everybody else can say all their stories. We all have stories, but you know what? It's not about us. It's about unity. It's about one. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about ending the war.
My name's Christian. I'm originally from Los Angeles. I'm here because of my friend Alfredo. And personally, I know everybody shares this. This originally should be a land of the free, home of the brave, not the land of the fee and home of the slaves. And from Los Angeles to Vegas to here, I'm noticing everybody. And that's how I know it has weight, because it's not just here and it's not just the main spots, main fashion capitals. It's all the small places. And very, 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 I lost my words, but change will happen, and I see it in everybody. I mean, if this is just this is just Miami, so you can imagine all the small spots. And like everybody else, I'm human, and I want to be able to live and do what I was born to do, not do what they say I have to do in order to live, because that's messed up. I have to work in order to live. That's it.
Woo!
Hi, my name is Stacy Kuhn, and this is Courtney Cates. We're part of an artist collective. We live with like 11 other artists in a warehouse.
Nice.
And we throw together big events, and our next big event is October 8th, and I want all of you there because this is all the same like-minded people doing the same things. We're part of an art revolution. It's bigger than just that. It's a political, it's a whole movement. It's everything. A global revolution, exactly. So, that's why we're here. We're artists, trying to do exactly what everyone else is doing too.
The reason why I'm here is because I want to
What's your name and who are you?
My name is Ariana, but it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
I want some accountability. Okay? At this point, I think everybody or most people that is here knows what's going on, at what level and why. We all know why we get to this point. And I think it's time that this stop. And those that did all these things that we know they did start to face the consequences. But first things, we gotta stop them. They can no longer poison our food, our water, our mind, treat our animal. They are habitat of this planet as much as we are. Okay, we need to eat the meat, fine. Why does it have to be that way? Why can't we do it with respect? Why, all this why? This is why I'm here.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
My name is Beatrice. I'm activist for peace and no violence for 30 years. And I'm here because the system is violent. All kind of violence, discrimination, economic violence, all kind of suffering to the people. Then I'm glad to be here with you guys, and we're gonna do with the no violence method, and we can win with that, okay? can change.
Awesome.
Here with some gray in your beards, okay? And it's good to see, because how many of you guys at your age now, you got no health care, you got no houses, they're taking them away from you, they want to keep you uneducated, they want to keep you sick, and they want to keep you broke. Woo! Okay, now's the time for us, okay, to help these kids not to have to put up and be where we're at today. All right, so the guys with the gray in your beard, and we're losing our hair, and we're kind of getting older, it's time for you guys to talk to your friends and get their asses out here with these kids so we can fix this shit for them. Hell yeah!
Hi, I'm Jeff. I think that it's very interesting that I'm standing in front of a statue of one of the great conquerors of this continent. And in a few days, some of the less conscious among us will be celebrating the anniversary of Christopher Colombo coming here, which began a legacy of exploitation of our land and our people, which has turned into the exploitation of us and the people of this country who are now being taken over by a system which is literally killing us. Okay? That's right. Okay, last night I cried because I was watching a film called Gasland. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to a screening of a film called The World According to Monsanto.
That's very sad.
I'm really sick of having to watch all of these damn documentaries, okay? They make me very sad and they make me very angry. We have to fight back on the grassroots level, realize our own power, and stop appealing to the powers that be who don't have our interests, who just are here for profit.
Hello everyone, I'm Faith. Faith. I'm here because I'm middle class America, as are many of us, I'm sure, and the government is trying to take away middle class America, which means there's either rich or there's poor. There's either feast or there's famine, and there's too much famine going on in the world. Gandhi said that the worst form of violence is poverty, and he also said that we must become the change we want to see, so that's why I'm here, for change.
Woo! Hi everyone, my name is Janelle, and I've been following this for about 2 weeks now, and sure enough, I'm astounded that this has happened and it's taken over the country, and how it resonates within so many of us to see the inequities that have been taking place. I have to say that I want this movement to succeed. I have noticed that the mainstream media is not covering any of this information, and when they do cover it, they decide to manipulate exactly what people are saying, sound bits here, sound bits there. So people online, when I basically befriended against my own better judgment CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC, just so I can see what people are thinking about this movement and what their thought process is. And unfortunately, what people who are not digging in to find out what information is truly there and access our reasoning for what it is that we're doing, they think that we're trying to push a communist agenda, a socialist agenda. And honestly speaking, that is the furthest from the truth. And I think that it's essential, if you are on Facebook, if you're on any of these social media sites, in order for our voices to be heard and to be taken seriously, is to correct these thoughts that are absolutely incorrect. We need to make sure that we get the message across that we are here because of the injustices that have taken place, for the corporate responsibility that's not affected not only us, but the rest of the world, and that we need to basically hold everyone accountable. It's not about being Republican or being Democrat, it's about being one, and about pushing the truth and the value system in the right direction.
And there was someone here who wanted to talk about immigration, or about something about undocumented folks. Who was it?
Oh, no, not documented.
Someone earlier mentioned important. Do you want to speak about that? I think you wanted to speak about that earlier. No? Okay.
I just want to say that nobody wants to be deported. Hi guys, nobody wants to be deported.
So that way.
No, ladies first, please.
You guys decide.
Please don't. It's gonna be quick anyway. My name is Edwin. I'm an artist here in Miami. Yeah, we're all fighting for things, but you got to understand the one thing that we're fighting is fear. We're fighting against fear right now. With that said, I want you guys to know that shit's gonna get bad before it gets good. I want you guys to know that shit's gonna get bad. You might get hurt, you might not. Just, you know, make sure you guys are aware of that. You understand? Tupac one time said, he said a quote, I'm trying to remember. Oh, he says he admires the flower that grew from the concrete because it had damaged petals. Now pretty much what he meant by that is that the flower fought to get through that concrete. It had damaged petals, but it got what it needed to get. It got life. So, I mean, as long as you guys, we're gonna fight, but just be here from the end. It might get bad, but it's for a good purpose.
Woo! As you can see, I've been active since the 60s. Now, the one thing that's always remained the same struggle has been breaking away from the Democrat and Republican parties. We need to start a Labor Party. We need to start a People's Party or something of the same thing. Obama, the Republicans, the Democrats, they're all controlled by corporate dollars. They're all favor the corporations, and any little restriction the corporations disagree with. For example, just yesterday, there was a report because Congress said to the credit card companies, you can't charge late fees and raise the interest rates beyond a certain degree. So they sucked that down. Now they're going to charge you $3 to $5 a month to use your debit card, to use your money, but they're still going to make $3 to $5. Now it may not mean much to you, but you take millions of people, 50 million I think, use their debit cards, and you times that by $3. It's a lot of money coming out of our pockets to enrich these people. We need to start another party. We need to start a parliamentary system. We need to do something and change this country around.
All right, let me take some people from this side. Yeah, this guy's had his hand up for a while. And you got like, well, a minute and a half.
How you doing? My name is Anon J, Anonymous J. I don't want to tell everybody this is a direct attack on Generation Y. By reverse mortgages, they've already stripped the property that would be given to us by our grandparents, and inflated tuition costs are going to make it impossible to pay back. They fear Generation Y. We are Generation Y. We control the communications, we control the new wave of technology. They're not going to stop us. We're not going to be able to sacrifice liberty for safety no longer. That's what's going on here. The corporations want to convince us that we should be afraid of what? The invisible boogeyman. I don't think so. Benjamin Franklin once said, those who sacrifice liberty for safety deserve neither. So that's why I'm here. Let's fight back. This is starting today. It's starting now.
I'm just gonna.
I have 3 teenagers. I'm in student debt, loan debt, that I can't even begin to pay off. And I'd like to see I'd like to see changes so they could go to college. You know, we need a better future for our kids. That's why I'm here.
Thank you.
In this section,
all right, explain to me. Hi, my name is Victor. Victor. I'm a veteran of the bullshit war in Iraq. Yeah. To get out of Iraq and Afghanistan, first of all. We have to stop this system that's destroying our planet. I mean, last year we had the biggest oil spill in history. I mean, like, we're killing our planet, literally. And like, it's this system that has to be overcome. We have a gap between the rich and poor that keeps growing. By 2040, it's going to be the same as the gap in Mexico. I mean, we have to fight back, we have to organize, and we have to have very clear demands. We have to push people in power basically to do this, just end the system. We've got to take power. That's it. They can't be in power anymore. We have to take power.
A number of people have mentioned corporations, and I just want to say I think this goes beyond corporations. What this is about the democratic process here in the United States. For example, you get to vote here, and people assume that that is a privilege to vote for the same group of people every single 4 years. It's the same people. It's the same pot. It's like an old pot of stew that you'll keep on recycling and recycling. That is what you're voting for. So I think that this goes beyond corporations. It's about changing the whole democratic process, and one of those processes is what we're doing here, which is democracy is about rule by the people for the people, and we are the people. The people that are up there that pertain to say they are our leaders who we vote for, they are not the people, and they don't have our interests.
Woo! Right here.
How everybody doing? What's up? My name is Gerald President, and what I want to talk about is the IMF and the World Bank and the true enemies that's destroying all of us. When you have private banks that's loaning money to you and putting interest on that debt, that's what's destroying us, people. That's right. And it's a true economic system that's not built for us. When you have NAFTA, GATT, CAFTA, all these trade agreements that each party is pushing forward, that's what's our true enemy is international bankers, people. You have the Federal Reserve that's a private bank that's loaning money to our government. It's not us. It's not even the people that's in our government. It's the people that's controlling these banks. Once we control these banks and get rid of this banking system, people, then we'll be able to breathe. All the kids that's in debt, that money is created out of thin air, people, out of thin air. Until we understand that the money system is bogus, is bullshit, we're going to always stay in this situation. You have money that's created out of thin air and they put interest on it. It's interest, people, it's debt. Always remember that, it's debt. That's what's destroying us. Everyone right now, we're all in debt. By private banks that just print money out of thin air. Once we understand that, we can attack these people. This is a structural adjustment program that's pushed forward by the United Nations, through the Bank of International Settlements, through the Federal Reserve, and our own institutions in Tallahassee and every state house is imposing this. They're destroying the unions. They're destroying the labor movement. People, we are the labor movement. Yes. And if we continue to keep allowing this to happen, my daughter is going to be in trouble. That's why my daughter's here, because it's a true revolution, people. We got to get ready. Again, my name is Gerald President. We got to get ready, people, because these people are out here watching us. You got the police everywhere. Be vigilant, people, because this is a struggle. This is a true struggle. This is not about civil rights. This is economic rights, people. We have to get rid of the Federal Reserve. Debt equals slavery. Servitude, people. We got to get rid of it.
Nobody needs a platform here, but I found out about this today, and I'm bothered by the fact that we know the price of everything and the value of nothing.
Woo!
Woo! Whether it's between us or between commodities or property, what have you, we know the value of nothing, and that is not human nature. That is perverse human nature.
That's right. Before I had to move back at my mom's house, and I'm basically here because I stopped eating meat, and I'm tired of paying like double the price to find organic food that's grown naturally without pesticides to kill us. I'm tired of fluoride in our water. I'm tired of them poisoning our air, our everything, and poisoning our school systems because they just want to dumbfound the masses so they can do whatever the hell they want. And that's why I'm here. I want to re-educate people, make them aware of what's going on, and get them on our side, basically.
Hi, my name's Ariane, and I agree with 99% of what's been said, but I just wanted to add something. Personally, I don't believe that it's possible to put pressure on corporations and banks. Why would they listen to the people? I think the pressure needs to be on institutions, politicians, to, pressure them to listen, to not, serve their interests, but to serve our interests. I think that's where we have pressure, because people are votes. That's the way I see it. And the other thing is, somebody was talking before about we should create a party. I disagree with that. As soon as you're in a party, you're part of the same corrupt system. What we need to do is to push for a more participatory democracy, where somehow we get those people to listen to us more and to serve our interests. I don't think it's about creating a party.
My name is Josh. I'm part of the Zeitgeist movement in Miami, a global organization advocating sustainability. What we understand as a movement and what we're trying to do in our personal development is understanding what the artist gentleman said, that we're trying to overcome fear, that our fundamental common ground that we have is that we all have a value systems disorder, that we agree that we have a multitude of things that we have to take care of, a multitude of duties that we could all go into, but the fundamental life ground is that we all have fear, and we have to make sure not to be reactionary, We have to make sure to be cooperative with one another, understand that the politicians are human beings, understand that the police are human beings, and behave accordingly because they're doing their job like they've been raised. Our culture is the issue. If we want to, like Gandhi said, we have to be the change we want to see in the world. We want to create a better loving life, then therefore we have to be loving and create and contribute to society. We can't just be fighting people. We can't ask people to change. We have to change ourselves.
Hi, my name's Samantha. If you're tired as hell, like I am.
Can you speak up?
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. If you're tired as hell, I'm guessing that's why everybody's here. My reason that I'm here is because I'm now starting a new family. And in a sense, I have to look at everybody in this crowd as my family. The reason that we all have to come together is as a collective whole. You have to understand we are the same species. We are the same people living on this planet that gets fucked every day. I'm living in a house where I can't pay any of my bills. I'm living basically off my boyfriend. I have a child I'm about to bring into this world. I don't know what the hell to do, and I don't know where to look for help. And I'm not asking the government for help. I'm tired of asking everybody for help. I just want an equal opportunity. I want to be able to go out and fight for myself and know that I'm fighting for something that I can believe in. And I think that's what everybody has to remember. Like my brother said, the reason you have to be here is to fight fear.
That's right.
Fear is the only thing that's going to stop us from anything, and the only reason why this would stop is because everybody is too afraid to keep going. It's about sacrifice, and you sacrifice your Saturday. Just please continue to sacrifice, and don't forget what you're fighting for. Don't get afraid, and don't stop. That's it.
Humanists here, we're about the human value. And right now, this economic system is not humanist. This economic system exploits the poor, it exploits the disadvantaged and the oppressed. And that's what we're here for. And the main thing, and this is my boy Josh, I'm with the Zeitgeist Movement also. The main problem we see is that debt is unsustainable. Right now, the United States deficit is $14.5 trillion. That's 14 with 12 zeros. Who's gonna pay that? That's a debt of about $400,000 to everybody. There's only 300 million people in the United States. And the root, and I know this is gonna sound corny, but the root of all evil is money. Greed. And greed. Well, money enhances the greed, and our economic system and our value system is the proponent of this. It's the one that cultivates egoism, greed, and selfishness. When this is not the true human way. This is not true human nature. True human nature is to be altruistic, cooperation, not competition. And I just want to conclude this by saying, money is funny. I'm gonna burn this dollar bill right now.
Woo!
It's a felony, brother.
I'm just gonna burn it.
We got another
burning money.
I'm gonna burn this.
This is basically tool control. Money is the basic tool control.
All right, guys. So we have a few more people who are going to speak.
I'm Lisa. I've been a foreclosure crisis activist for about 3 years. Sometimes there's only 2 or 3 people that show up to our protests. So we're having one October 12th here in Miami at the Bankers Club. We're having one October 19th in West Palm Beach. We're having one October 28th in Broward at performing. You're eligible to register to vote. Register to vote because you may look around and see one of us on the ballot next year.
You've had your hand up for a while.
Yeah. That's true, yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Mark Lucetti from Fort Lauderdale. I'm with a group called One Struggle. It's an anti-capitalist, anti-imperialist collective. Let me say, all of this has happened before. People have risen up before. The first time that debt got so crazy in the world that the people had to get rid of their government and start again was 2500 BC in ancient Sumer. They overthrew their government and they set up a new government of themselves. And it's happened again and again. This is not 30 seconds. This is the beginning of something new. This is a time that we have to win. Let me tell you, 5 banks in this country have a total wealth equal to 2/3 of our entire GDP. They are not going to just let this go easy. This is a struggle. We're going to have to fight really hard. And let me tell you something from a Greek anarchist friend I've known. He's been in the thick of it for 2 years.
5 seconds.
He said it started out just like this, and he said the number one thing you have to do is study economics so you know who the enemy is and what you have to do.
That's right, Jeff.
My name is Laura, and I'm here because I believe in you, I believe in all of us, and I want to create a culture of love. Because we are power, and if we work together, we don't have an enemy. We can work together, we are family, this is our community. Let's make it whatever we want it to be. Thank you.
What's important to understand is that for 120, 130 years, late parts of 19th century, all the way until 1980, people around the world struggled to gain rights, economic rights, political rights, social rights, human rights. In the past 30 years, all of those rights have been taken away. What's important to create an alternative to not allow that to happen anymore and to get all of those rights back. You'll notice that it's not a particular thing with the American government or with the Canadian or the Mexican. The world is trying to do this. And the root of the problem is not money, it's capitalism. Yeah. That's what the root of the problem is. Every single social problem is embedded within the capitalist contradictions. That's what needs to be taken care of, and not just money in itself. Thank you.